masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, 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 feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, feminine, feminine. So if you are living in a place like Kopangan where there is a spiritual community, I'm sure that you hear these words on a daily basis. Things like, yeah, I need to connect more with my masculine and just go for it. Or I need to be more receptive and more listen to my intuition and connect more with my feminine. And there is a reason for it. And it is that both masculine and feminine energies together they form a very core principle of existence, which is the principle of gender. This beautiful dance of polarity between the masculine and the feminine that we see all around us in cosmos, either outside of us or inside of us. So the masculine principle is all about expansion, being active, going straight, directional, linear, goal-oriented, logic, warm. Whereas the feminine principle is more about going inward, being more receptive, contraction, being passive, moving in circular waves, cooling, connecting with intuition, with creativity. Now, of course, it's not like one is better than the other. Life is not a rigid either or, either this or that. No, life thrives on polarity. Active, passive, expansion, contraction, warm, cool, masculine, feminine. And so masculine and feminine are essentially two complementary forces that together they complete each other, like two halves that together complete each other. And what we want is to bring these energies, qualities, principles into balance, into harmony. Now this is how it plays out in nature, right? We have the day, masculine, we are more active, we are more outward. And then there is the night, feminine, we go inward, we are passive, we go to sleep. We have summer, which is more masculine, right? We are in activities, we are doing things, expansion. And then there is winter, hibernation, we are more passive, feminine. Sun, masculine. Moon, feminine. Warm, masculine. Cool, feminine. Also, if we look on our body, when we are inhaling, there is an expansion, masculine. We activate the sympathetic nervous system. But then there is the exhalation, contraction, going inward, relaxation. Feminine, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Also, if we look on our brain, so the left hemisphere, logic, right? Performing activities and very much masculine, connected with the sympathetic nervous system, whereas the right hemisphere is more about creativity, intuition, emotions, sensitivity, feminine, parasympathetic nervous system. So it doesn't matter if we are in a female body or in a male body, we have both of these principles, energies inside of us. And it's not like one is better than the other. Again, it's all about bringing it into balance. If we are going to operate only from the masculine principle, then life would be only about doing, being in activity, being active, expansion. But then this solar energy is going to burn us out. There is not going to be any moments of pausing and just smelling the roses. Whereas if life is going to be only about lunar energy, feminine, then maybe we will have amazing ideas because we have creativity and we are connected with intuition, but we are too sluggish and passive and we are not going to execute any of those. And then life is just going to be a mess. So we want to bring these principles into balance and harmony. And when there is balance and harmony, it means that we have both. And then we can choose based on the situation. We respond according to the situation. So, if I'm driving a car right now, being super emotional is probably not the best idea, right? I need to focus on the road. But then if I'm watching a touching scene in a movie, then shedding a tear and connecting with my emotions can be absolutely beautiful. So when Einstein came up with the theory of relativity, this outburst of genius, he had this connection with creativity and intuition, feminine, but he also had the analytical skills to put it into mathematical equations that we are going to understand. Now, I'm not saying that I understand it, but some people do. And it is masculine, of course. So we want to have both. We want to have this balance and harmony between these two principles. So maybe you're watching this video and you feel like, I feel like I'm more connected with my masculine and I wish I would be more connected also with my feminine. And maybe it's the other way around. And so, of course, it takes time, right? Like bringing into balance the masculine and feminine when it comes to our behavior and the way that we experience life, it's a lifelong journey. It takes time to cultivate it, and awareness, of course, is definitely the key. But in yoga, there is actually a very beautiful breathing technique where we are going to alternate between our nostrils that can help us experience it on a micro level in our body, even if it's only for a few moments, for a few minutes, and it leads to much quietening of our mind and experiencing deep relaxation.